Yes, you can master supply and demand. You'll be able to make so much more money from trading, and this is what I'm going to be covering today. But if you want this information to work for you, and you really want to master supply and demand, don't skip through this video. I'm going to start off by teaching you what supply and demand is, and why you should trade it, and then how to draw and find supply and demand zones, how to actually track these zones, and when should you actually enter the trade. Last but not least, I'm going to teach you how I personally trade supply and demand with my own secret supply and demand strategy, my supply and demand strategy. What is supply and demand? Well, it's basically aggressive selling and buying. If you don't know me, my friends call me Rob, and by the end of this video, hopefully you will call me Rob as well as you get to know me. Let's go and take a look. Supply and demand is not a difficult thing to trade. It's actually quite easy, and the reason I'm showing it to you today is because at the end of the day, we trade with support and resistance, and support and resistance is one of the easiest things to trade with as well. And it's all about finding that supply, that liquidity in the market, that area where the experts have left their money, where the institutional money has been left. And that's what it's all about. But I use supply and demand sometimes in between on my trading, but not all the time. Don't use it all the time. But let's have a look at it and let's just see what we've got here and what we're all about. And then you'll understand what I'm talking about if I'm not looking into the camera. Obviously, I'm looking at the chart. What I see on the chart here, obviously, you can't use supply and demand with a chart like this. With this kind of chart, what you're looking at is a scenario where you could easily put in your resistance and you could put in your support levels. And that's about where you are with it. And that's what you can do. But if you take the chart and you make it that much larger, now normally you'll know on my systems, what I do is I take it to the day chart to trade. I'll go up to the day chart. But in this case, I'll trade on my H4, the H4 that I'm actually trading in. But what do you actually need to take a trade? What do you actually need to find that liquidity? Well, the easiest is if you find an area, for example, like this, where you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, 4 big candles, not just little candles, big candles going to the upside. That's your sign that there's a demand area, that's an area of money here which you can go and look for. Now you'll see that this trade carried on. But what did we find here? What did we actually get? Now what I would normally do is take a little blocky and I'll draw a block on, you see the red candle before the first green candle. There I'm going to take the little block and I'm going to draw it in across this way. Now what I'm going to show you here is what actually happens with a demand area or a supply area. What this is an area. Now, how do I know that there's money in this area? What makes me think there's money in this area? Because as you know, with support and resistance, we look for a lot of areas where it's hit maybe 3-4 times. And it tells you, look, at that area, there's always action and there's always something happening. So that's why you want an area there. But with this type of area, with this type of scenario, what you're looking at is a scenario where there was a red and then suddenly there was a big green and there was big green candles after it pushing this level up, which means there was a lot of money just before this that pushed all of this money to the upside. Now you only need 3 of these, 1, 2, 3. 3 of those, more than enough. In this case, you've got 4. So 4 is great. If you've got 4, use the 4. Now what I do is I say that this is only really useful for one shot. You can only really use this one time. Why do I say that? Well, you can clearly see that this is not an area that hits all the time. This is just an area where there was a large cache of money or orders which pushed the market up. Doesn't mean it's going to be there for a second or third time, but it does mean it's there. And I use this as very much a secondary system if I want to use it. The only reason I'm showing you these systems is because sometimes you just need to know what's happening in the market. Doesn't mean you have to use this system, but it's up to you. If you are using this system, this is the easiest, simplest, and most correct way to use it. If you don't want to use it, by all means, don't use it. Once you've got this and it's shot up, what you got to do is wait for it to come back into this area or touch this area. Once it hits this area, gives you the green candle to the upside again, you buy. And then what you're looking for is the long trade to the upside. If it comes back to it the second time, that's not the time to buy, because the second time probably going to break through as it did here. So the second time is almost completely useless to you, and it's not going to make you any money. The supply side is pretty much the same as the demand side. So the supply side is up here. Now, here's a level where there's 1, 2, 3 red candles going down. on the same chart, there's nothing different as on the same chart. There's loads of these areas in the chart, which is what's nice about supply and demand. Now that means there's a supply of money at the top. So what you do is you come along and with all great hopes, you draw this level in here. And look what happens. It doesn't come back and take it. It carries on down, because the market is really weak. Now the question is that still valid? Well, no, it's not, because another one is developed much lower down. But the one that's developed lower down is actually quite weak as well. So you can forget about this one. This one is now null and void because this one is developed below it, which means you can throw that one in the bin. As I said to you, these things are only valid for one shot. So now you've got the one below it. Now, if this price comes up here, grabs the money here and comes down, then you literally do have some kind of a supply of money. But if it doesn't and it carries on down, it's gone. It's wasted. It's over. Now, what was expected here is for this to maybe climb from here and get back into that level from the bottom here, but it hasn't. It's continued on to the downside. So let's see what happens with this, because you and I can't predict the future. I can't predict the future. You can't predict the future. Nobody can predict the future. And that's the funny thing about trading, is we cannot predict the future. Remember, and don't forget this, trading is risky. And if you don't like risk and you don't like losing money, don't trade. It's actually better to stay away from trading if you don't like risk and you don't like losing money. So that's as simple as supply and demand gets. So let's refresh. Let's have a look at that, shall we? So if you're looking for a demand of money, you're looking for green candles going up, a push upwards. Normally you need 3 candles either way. And then all you need to do is take your little block and draw it in top to bottom on the red candle before it and just have a look. And you can see how nicely it took it there, how it cleaned up, took that money. And it's happened here as well over here. You can see further back, we had one further back over here as well, where it cleanly came back in, took the money and went up. You can see there's not a lot of reward from it. It doesn't go like really high when it bounces up, but it does give you a trade to look at. So there you can see those are your demand areas, and then your supply areas, very much a similar scenario where you had the supply of money there, which it didn't take. You've got the supply of money here, which it hasn't taken yet. And there have been some areas of supply. Look here, two big red candles, small undecided red candle and another red candle. Could have been sort of considered a kind of supply level, but not good enough. You know, you really need the big ones. The big ones take it out. If you draw a line through here, you'll see that this one has also, even though it's big, it's kind of cleaned up there. And it keeps coming back in there, taking the money and going down. So another clear example of an area of supply. So supply of money and demand of money, all it needs is 3 big candles below it, the opposite color before it. You draw the level in, and that's your level of supply and demand. If you've watched the video this far, I hope you've understood what's going on. I hope that helps you. I hope it gives you some insight into the market and how to trade supply and demand. You know that I always show you my strategy in the videos. The strategy is simple. The business plan is simple. My 3-step business plan, as you know, it is keep the risk the same on every trade, measure your target and your risk, and make sure you make more on your wins and lose less on your losses. Doesn't have to be 2 to 1. Just make more on your wins, lose less on your losses. Charts can't make you money. Win rates can't make you money. And these things can't predict the future. All they can do is give you an ability to manage your trade. It gives you the possibility of managing your trade. That's all it does. If you've watched the video this far, make sure you subscribe. And if you want the trade of the day every day, and if you want a bit of market research or anything like that, make sure you join us in the members area. Join us in our members area and become part of an amazing team of traders. Join the members area. Make sure you join Trade of the Day and higher if you want all of that stuff. It supports the channel. It's good for the channel as well. And join us for the live show every week. On Thursday, 1200 GMT +2. I will bring the Tuesday one back soon as I'm ready to do that and things have calmed down on my side. And otherwise, stay cool, stay strong, make lots of money, enjoy the trading. If you don't enjoy trading, you possibly shouldn't be trading. And I'll catch you on the next one. Till then, thanks for watching. Cheers, ciao, bye.